Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of chess tactics in middle game. So last time we looked at stalemate, this time we'll be looking at pursuit. So trust me, this is a very good arsenal in your hand. It will be very helpful, especially in kind of gloomy situations where getting even a half point is kind of a victory, right? So the last time what we did is we looked at the ways to get half a point. Primarily there are like three ways: stalemate, perpetual check, and pursuit, right? So last time we looked at stalemate. Now we'll be looking at perpetual check. The thing about the perpetual check is that basically it kind of is used hand in hand with things like stalemate, right? So the threat of stalemate is something that makes your opponent keep making the similar kind of move, right? As a result of which kind of a perpetual check happens, right? So now let's jump into a problem where we'll be able to apply our concept here. So in this position, as you can see, white is kind of in a disadvantage, right? What we need to do is like try to come up with the perpetual check, which will give us a draw in this situation. Now try to pause for a few minutes and try to understand how the perpetual check can be carried out in this situation. Okay, right. So, right. So basically in this position, as you can see, you're only going to be, putting checks here, rook g7, rook h7, rook g7 check, rook f7 check. And then if the black king is going to be somewhere like in this e file, right? What we'll be doing is we'll be putting rook e7 threat, right? So this is the kind of situation that's creating a situation of perpetual check. Now in this position, in order to avoid this kind of situation, black can play something like king g6, right? Then in that case, you can once again go for rook g7 check, right? Now if he plays king f5, that's fine. You will be putting him under one more check, and as mentioned earlier, right? So in this position, black has moved something like king f6, thereby stopping his rook f7 check. That is one way to go for. And another way for black king is to go to king h6, thereby stopping this rook h7 check. But in this case, even if black plays king h6, you'll be playing rook h7 check. As you can see, all these squares are kind of guarded. Once king captures this rook, white has no other move to make, and it's not under check, so it's a stalemate. So this is the reason why black can't capture that h7 rook, right? Now once again, king can move to like something like g6. Now in this position, either you can go for rook g7 check, or actually you can also go for rook h6 check, which again is a kind of similar previous kind of situation, right? But anyway, we'll go with the rook g7 check. Okay, here if black plays king f6, then once again you can come up with this very good move, and then it will be a stalemate, because as you can as soon as you capture, you will realize that all these squares are kind of guarded, and once again a stalemate, right? So this is the kind of a pursuit laced along with stalemate threat, right? Now we'll try to look into another problem. Okay, so as you can see in this position, once again you need to find out a way to carry out perpetual check, right? Now in this position, as you can see, black is in like serious problem, because he's like a rook down in this situation, right? So in this situation, you need to find out a sequence of moves which will be helpful for you to securing a draw. Now pause here for a few minutes and try to come up with a solution. Okay. So in this position, as you can see, if you have come up with the move rook g into g7 check, then that's really good. You are doing very good. If not, don't worry, keep practicing, keep putting in effort, because failures are like the stepping stones for success, right? Moving on, in this position, now once you capture rook into g7 check, black has to capture this rook, or else it's kind of a similar situation actually. If black plays king h8, then again you will be capturing this pawn also, and then it will be a kind of similar perpetual check. So why not take this rook itself in this situation? So here, once you captured the rook, now white plays queen g5 check, right? Now black king has no other way to go. He has to go to king h8, right? Then once again you will be putting queen f6 check, and then black has to play king g8, and then queen g5 check, king h8, queen g5, queen f6 check. So it's a kind of a perpetual check that has been carried out, and because it's the same situation that's going to be repeated 3 times, you can claim a draw easily, right? So this is how you can claim a draw. Now had it been like white had captured moved to king h8, and then the rook would have captured this pawn, then king would have captured this rook here, then again once again you will be having a similar kind of a perpetual check situation. So once again king moves, queen check, king moves, queen check. So it's also another variation in which you will be able to find a draw. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and I hope that you have learned something very important, how to escape problematic situations, right? So thank you very much.